When I look out and see all of your smiling faces, I can't help but feel proud for two reasons. One reason is that you obviously listened to my announcements after Mass about the importance of being here for the Holy Day of Obligation this past weekend. So well done, everyone. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. Good job. Secondly, it shows me you really didn't want to have to come to confession on Saturday. But we'll still be here in case you need us. Brothers and sisters, today the church celebrates the Mary, Mother of God. This holy solemnity, this wonderful opportunity to really break down or break open this wonderful gift that Jesus Christ has given us. Our Lady has always been held in a place of prominence in the Catholic Church as the Mother of God. But it wasn't until the year 431 AD, however, at the Council of Ephesus, that she would be confirmed as the Theotokos, the Greek word for God-bearer, or the Mother of God. This was done in response to a rising heresy known as Nestorianism, named after Bishop Nestorius, because all good heresy started with a bishop who lost their way, as he wanted to separate the divinity and the humanity of Jesus by naming Mary the Christ bearer, or the Christotokos. To call Mary the Mother of Christ sounds fine at first, but it really proposes that the divinity and the humanity of Jesus are separate, almost two separate identities, and not as the Son of God, both fully divine and fully human. The title of Mother of God does not speak to Mary's personal glory. It doesn't show how great she is. She is still a human herself and not divine in any way. But everything in her life has been for the greater glory of God. Her life has never been about drawing attention to herself, but is encapsulated by her words at the wedding feast at Cana, when she tells us, "Do whatever he tells you." Mary constantly points the way to her Son, and her title follows her example. The title of Mother of God is ultimately not about who she is, but who her Son is. God so loved us that he sent his only Son into the world to become man, to be both fully God and fully man, just as we heard today in our second reading from St. Paul. The Son of God was born of a woman so that we might receive adoption as God's children. Christ did not just come to save us, but he came to make us a family. Through the season of Christmas, Scripture has been carefully introducing the idea of being a family to us. One of the many gospel options for Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, is the gospel of the genealogy of Jesus, which names every member of Jesus' family tree from Abraham all the way to Saint Joseph. This past weekend, we celebrated the Feast of the Holy Family, being introduced to Christ's earthly family that protected, loved, and served him in this life. And today, we are introduced to Jesus' mother in a particular way, the Mother of God, his own mother, who, in his great humility and his great love for us, gifted to us when he was on the cross that Good Friday, when he gifted Mary and her protection to the disciple whom he loved, and not just a single disciple, but to all of his disciples, to each and every one of us. Through his coming, we did not just receive a father, but we received a mother as well. A mother who, despite probably feeling overwhelmed and nervous and scared at the thought of what motherhood to the Son of God might be like, brought all of her feelings and all of the words of the angels and the shepherds that she heard in the stable at Bethlehem, and brought them into her heart to ponder and to pray on. She knew to keep God close to her heart in this time and let him be the source of her strength and her peace as she and Joseph began this next chapter in her life. She turned her heart into a place of prayer, a place to discover the truth of who her son is and what just he came to do. Brothers and sisters, we often have to confront fears and anxieties in our own life. Questions in our own lives as well. We all have things going on. None of us have probably been asked to be the mother or the father of God. We could probably strike that off the list. But we have all been called to be God's sons and daughters. We are called in this way to be like our Blessed Mother, to keep God close and make our own hearts a place of discovering the truth of who God is to us and who we are to God. We need to turn our own hearts into a place of prayer and reflection. And we do this by following Mary's yes, by following her example and her yes to God. The beauty of Mary's fiat, her great yes, is not just her saying yes one time to God, but she said yes every day to being a good mother to Jesus, to being a good wife to Joseph, to being a good mother to Jesus' disciples and followers. A yes to leading souls back to her son. Brothers and sisters, every time our eyes open in the morning, every time our feet hit the ground, we must give our yes to God as well. Yes, I'm going to be the best mother, brother, father, son, daughter, whatever your relation might be. I'm going to be the best me I can be. I'm going to be the best son of God I can be, the best daughter of God I can be. I'm going to use my life to glorify God and lead souls back to Jesus. Every day we say yes. By trusting in his love for us and that he wants what's best for us always, we too can be a disciple like the Blessed Mother. By talking with God every day through prayer and opening our hearts to him and his love for us. Brothers and sisters, it's really important to carve out that special place in our life for God. We can do that by physically making a space dedicated to him in our homes. It could be a favorite chair, could be at the coffee table or the dinner table. It could be in our bedroom, could be in our favorite garden. Whatever the case may be, having that space that when we go, we can truly rest in the love of God and know that we are about to enter into prayer. Spiritually, we can do this before entering into the busyness of our life by inviting the Lord to be with us in every moment. If we have to go get groceries, we can ask him to come with us. If we have to shovel the driveway, which we might have to today, take the trash out, we can invite him along. If we are going to have a family game night, asking him to sit with us and enjoy that family time together. We have to make sure that in everything that we do, we make sure there is room for the Lord. Brothers and sisters, as we begin this new year, let us thank the Lord for the many gifts that he continues to give us, especially the gift of his blessed mother. And let us look to her as an example of true discipleship, learning from her how to make our hearts a place to ponder and treasure the words of God, and how to live out those words faithfully. So like her, we can walk in the presence of Jesus Christ always.